What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive, and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we are starting up a new adventure, a new cosmic undertaking, for we are starting a new beginning with Jackson Lanzing and Colin Kelly's Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 1. But before we jump back into the saddle and try and save the galaxy from the worst of the worst, if you are new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that happens on this majestic channel. So what are you waiting for? Let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan. Hit that subscribe button. Thus, without further ado, let's get weird and funky with Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 1. Alrighty folks, our story begins on a Wild West sort of world. And here in the town of Solitude, we see our fearless hero, PeterQuill, aka Star-Lord, riding his lizard-like steed as fast as he can. Legit, he is pulling it off as though he's galloping away from the Nazgul. Great scene, by the way. Now, Peter is clearly on the go. Like, it's very obvious just by looking at him that he's on a mission, because it turns out something is coming for the planet. Something mean and terrible. And the only way to save the people on this Western world is to get everyone evacuated. Now, obviously not everyone is for this, for the town sheriff isn't willing to let some wannabe hero try to upshift the balance of what's happening. Because fun fact, the town of Solitude is actually under control of a gang. The money that this town makes, the gangs get a percentage. However, because something codenamed the Fall is heading straight for the planet, ain't nobody got time for this shit. So we see a somewhat drunken Gamora basically kill the sheriff in order to get him out of the way because time is of the essence. Now, while Nebula gets into sniping position prior to the arrival of the gang reinforcements, Peter and Gamora walk into the saloon to check in on Mantis. Now, apparently, it seems that the Guardians have been planning this evacuation for some time, for Mantis was sent in to blend in with the townsfolk and to make friends along the way. And because Mantis has the power of telepathy and, has a way with words, because she's gained the people's trust, she tells everyone of Solitude that it's time to evacuate, effective immediately. Afterwards, we witness a standoff. For the gang that controls the town, well, they sent down some reinforcements to bring back law and order. And much like the sheriff, they are not willing to allow the Guardians of the Galaxy to ruin what they have. But again, time is of the essence. Not to mention that over a year ago, something happened to the team. Something happened to our heroes, to the point where they are very cynical and very much willing to shoot first and ask questions later. And that's exactly what happens. The Guardians shoot first, and they slaughter the enemy. Afterwards, Mantis starts helping everyone to get on board the transports. While she's doing this, a little kid, probably someone who's looked up to the Guardians, forever, asks her a question. Like, hey, what happened to you guys? And he's not wrong to ask this question, because right now, the Guardians, they don't look like heroes. Now, once everyone is aboard, Nebula starts driving, and she makes her way towards the mountain where the team ship is parked. However, the only problem is that the gang has one last trick up their sleeve, that being a low-cash war walker. And sadly, the Guardians have nothing at their disposal to go against it. Well, at least within the convoy, because it's here where DraxtheDestroyer shows up, and like the tough guy that he is, he takes on the walker and throws it off the cliff. Now, once they reach the ship, the Guardians begin to attach the containers to the back end of their vessel. Now, while that's happening, we check back in with Mantis and a little kid from before. Now, remember, Mantis earlier, she never actually gave the kid an answer as to what happened to the Guardians. Like, why is it that you guys look super depressed and, like, you kind of look like a bunch of losers? Well, the reason she didn't provide an answer before was because she felt it was best to show him, rather than explain it. For the reason being is Groot fall. Somehow, in some way, Groot, a hero, and a Guardian, has turned into a planet-killing powerhouse. For this is the reason why the Guardians are evacuating the planet. For Groot fall is about to happen. And with that, the ship and the attached containers take off like no one's business. Now, at the moment, everything seems to be going fine. Along the way, they managed to avoid several routes taking shape across the planet's surface. However, despite the fact that the Guardians are trying their best, sometimes you just can't save everyone. Thus, it's here where we see one of the 2 containers get snatched up by the roots. And for those trapped within, we watch in horror as they immediately get consumed by Groot fall. For we see the people integrate themselves with the roots, thus becoming a part of Groot. And that, folks, was the end of Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 1. And thank you guys for checking out my video. as it truly means the world to me. So yeah, this issue was great. The book provides a lot of questions, obviously. We know that the group are not in the same headspace as they once were. They look very rugged and jaded, and no doubt Groot and his whole situation has something to do with that. But so far, it's pretty good. I'm interested in seeing how the Guardians sort of, pick themselves back up into becoming the heroes that they once were. And I want to know more about Groot and what the hell happened to him. Now, I don't want to say this is a bad thing, but the book did leave me wanting more. And yes, obviously we're going to get more. It's just that I wish the book gave an idea of where the story's going from a narrative standpoint. Besides that, that's my only complaint. When it comes to the book's art and the Western aesthetic, holy crap is it amazing. I love the character designs. I love how Drax looks like a Viking, PeterQuill looking like the standard gunslinger in a typical hero's tale, and heck, I'm also a fan of Gamora and Mantis's clothing. The corsets that they wear are very similar to the ones that you see in Western movies. The typical, sexualized outfit that women wear in saloons or places where folks pay for sex. Just the entire look of the book is amazing, and you feel like you're in the Wild West, regardless whether or not this takes place on a different planet, than compared to somewhere like Colorado or Nevada. Overall, the issue was good. I'm not saying that I want answers immediately, but I want just a little taste of where the story is going. I really hope it doesn't become the Monster of the Week type of book, where in every issue the team has to save a planet from Grootfall. I don't believe that it will be, but hey, I figured I'd just bring that up. So yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer over at SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 2? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. A giggity goo.